Hi, I'm Hunter, and today I would like to talk about what self love actually is and how I came to know what self love really is. Okay, so I'm gonna start from like the beginning of not self love, but the opposite, like self hate, because when I was younger, up until like all through elementary, all through middle school, a couple years into high school, I didn't really like myself that much. I hated myself. Like, I was very mean to myself. I didn't want to be myself. I thought I was the worst thing in the world. Like, I thought it was terrible when I was younger. A lot of putting myself down, and a lot of comparing myself to others, and a lot of feeling less all the time. I would be so upset to even like be sorry to be myself and to like be in my body. And so when I was younger, it was like me I didn't like, and the fact that I had no friends, and the fact that I never talked to my brothers, or I never really talked to my mom, and I didn't really branch out, and I was very quiet, and I didn't want to be on my own because I get anxious if like we went out somewhere and I was by myself. Like I always needed, I don't know, I just need to never be by myself because I didn't like myself. That was when I was younger, so that stopped me from trying to make new friends and trying to talk to people. I would just stick to like who I knew, the people that lived on my street. Like that's all I did, and it hurt me a lot because I would see other people having friends and being friends, and I wouldn't have any. So that was like the beginning of not liking myself at all, like hating myself. And then as I got a little older and my body started changing, it became not just hating myself, but also hating how I looked. I thought I was so fat. I thought I was huge. I thought that like I was obese, and I would check my body mass indicator all the time, and I'd weigh myself all the time, and I just used to like put a lot of energy towards body image and eating and make sure I didn't eat too much. And I would have journals where I wrote down every single thing I ate for a couple days, and bad stuff for you like that, like obsessive stuff about weight and food, and that just shattered any positive self-image I had at all. Because not only did I think I was bad as a person, I also thought I was ugly, and I thought I was disgusting and nobody would want to look at me. I wouldn't want to look at myself. It just made me hate me even more. Like, it was a really bad time. So I definitely knew what self-hate was, and so once I started, as I got a little older, and I was maybe like 10th grade, 11th grade, I started getting braids in my head. I started wearing a little bit of makeup, like dressing a little differently, and I started feeling better about my body. And so I thought that self-love meant that like you look in the mirror in the morning and you can tell yourself that you're beautiful and you feel cute, and it's like, oh, I love myself because I think I'm pretty. And that's how I lived for basically all my high school kind of years. It was just me like feeling comfortable in my clothes and liking to go shopping now, because it's not like I was crying in the dressing room because of how big I looked anymore. And I was the happy with what was in the mirror, and I was happy that I could wear fake eyelashes and I could do my hair up and wear lipstick and this and that and feel pretty, what I would consider for myself to be pretty. And that's how I lived. And then in 12th grade, I got into a relationship, and I'm someone that loves love and loves romance and all that kind of thing, and I never really had anything like this until 12th grade. And I always thought that God gives you love when you love yourself. Like, you couldn't be in a relationship unless you love yourself. And that's, in the beginning, that's what I thought. And so that started to kind of reassure myself, oh, I love myself, because I couldn't be in this relationship unless I love myself. Like, the universe, God wouldn't do that. So I would tell myself, oh, you love yourself. And then within the relationship, things started happening that when you know that you love yourself, you wouldn't stick around for, no matter how much you think you love the other person, no matter how much you think you love yourself. And I was allowing myself to get treated badly for a long time. And I would just brush it off by saying, like, I still love myself. I could still look in the mirror no matter how he treats me and think that I'm beautiful, and I could still wake up in the morning and be happy that I'm in my body even though I have someone that's not appreciating me. And I believe we get what we give out, and I was giving out unknowingly because I was not registering this, but I was giving out self-hate kind of tendencies and energy, and it's like I was radiating that I could be treated badly and I'd stay. I was radiating that I could be taken advantage of and I'd stay, and that I'm not worth something good. Like if I knew that I was worth better, I would have been left, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that I should be treated right and kind and cared for, and all the time, not just sometimes. Even in the bad times, you should see how someone takes care of you in the bad times, because it means a lot. And the way that I had put him was like he came first. His feelings came first. Anything that he needed to do came first before me. Everything was before me. I was putting him, he was my top priority. How he's feeling, how he's doing, even how he's doing in school, how's he doing with his dreams, all this kind of stuff. I put him first. And by putting him first and him knowing I put him first, that put me second. So far down on the list. It wasn't like first, second. It was like first, and then I'm all the way down here. Like that's how I was teaching him to love me, and that's how I was loving myself. But that's not loving myself, and I had no idea, because I always used to think that self-love was kind of cosmetic. And people say love yourself, and it just, in my head, all I took was the love your body, and don't obsess about weight and obsess about your looks and obsess about everything like that. And I really wasn't. So I thought I had come so far since when I was younger, because now I like myself and now I have a boyfriend, so that must mean that I'm in love now and that I love myself. And if you're in that, please don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. And I felt, when I first realized this, because I was thinking about it maybe last week, and I felt kind of guilty and I felt bad, because my family had tried to, my mom especially, had tried to tell me that the behavior that I'm showing, it obviously shows that I don't love myself. And I couldn't get, like, repeatedly put through what I got put through and love myself. Like, it didn't work out. Even my friends tried to tell me, and it's like now I realize that self-love is more than just on the face. Self-love is putting yourself first. Self-love is wondering what's going to make you feel best and what people are going to make you feel best, and not thinking that this is the only person in the world, and because of who you are, nobody else is going to love you. You can't think like that, because then you're not going to love yourself, and they're not going to love you. If you don't teach someone how to love you by loving yourself first, they can't. And I'm really glad that I learned that, and it makes me feel so much better now, because I felt like I had something blocking me. And now I realized what it was, that this whole time I was lying to myself, telling myself that I loved myself because I thought I was cute. It wasn't true. I was getting treated terribly because inside I wasn't treating myself right. And even towards the end, I didn't realize I loved myself at the end. I realized after the whole thing was over, because it's over now, but in the end, I was trying to hold on so hard, like, to him, just hold on, and it was killing me. Like, it's killing who I was, and it's killing my dreams, because I'm putting this person that I should be putting myself highest, and I'm putting them highest, and I'm trying to hold on to them to benefit them, and I wasn't thinking about myself. And sometimes you have to put yourself first. And I think that's the first step in loving yourself. At least for me, it's my first step to loving myself, because you get what you give. And for most of my dreams to come true, if I don't have love inside of me first, how can I help somebody else? If I don't have love, how can I motivate other people if I can't motivate and love myself, you know? So for my dreams to come true, I know that I have to start with a good foundation of myself, putting myself first, allowing other people who love me and love themselves too to be around you. If you're around somebody that doesn't love themselves, that's gonna bring you down. And you can't make someone love themselves, but you could show it through yourself, how you bring yourself, how you carry yourself, how you treat yourself. Other people will see, and maybe, at least that's what I'm trying to do, is love myself a little bit louder so that other people can see and other people can love themselves too, because that's how we get what we want in this life. is starting from a good point of love and starting with a good home in us, and then everything else just kind of falls into place. And I strongly, strongly believe that. So now I don't just tell myself that I look beautiful, I say that I love my mind, I love my intelligence, I love my knowledge, I appreciate my personality. Things on the inside, things that you can't see. You can't see my personality, but if I love it on the inside, I'm thinking that you'll see it through me, you know? It's like people, you just want to be around people that love themselves because their energy is so good, and you just want to bask in it, and it attracts you, and that's how we get what we want. That's how we attract it. It's through that self-love, that good inside. And I hope sharing the bad could bring out some good, and that someone can learn from me and do better, you know, and start loving themselves sooner. And I always think about that question, like if you had advice for yourself, I'd try and tell my younger self, I try to explain to her what loving yourself is, that it's more than just surface level, it's more than just cosmetic, and that putting yourself first is a form of self-love, and having high standards for how other people will treat you is also self-love, and not allowing anyone to treat you wrong. And even if it's friendships, relationships, family even, if people are treating you badly, that's just gonna bring you down more. Don't stay for that, honestly. It's really not worth it. No matter how much you think you love them, no matter how much they claim to love you, don't. Love yourself first. Love yourself enough first to know that you'll be okay without them. To know that you don't need them in your life for you to feel validated, for you to feel like you can love yourself. Like I feel like for me, a little bit of like, this person is seeming to love me so much and thinking I'm so pretty and I'm so this and I'm so that, so that much mean that I am. And it's coming from them. So whatever they say I was, that means I am, and I could do it for myself. If they said they love me, then I could love myself. If they could withstand to see me and think I'm beautiful, then I must be beautiful. And it shouldn't come from someone else. It should come from yourself to know that I can love myself and I am beautiful and I am funny, I am this, I am that, because I think I am, not because someone else tells me that I am. And that's what I've realized, and that's how I'm gonna try and live my life now, so that things are good and I feel good and I can walk in the right types of love and the right types of friendships and everything that I want and my dreams. And it all starts with me, and it all starts with you, and it all starts with love. So little steps. So if you watched this, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really grateful for it. I'm happy you clicked here. I'm happy you watched this. Please think about it and maybe apply it to yourself, and maybe realize that maybe you weren't loving yourself as much as you could, and you deserve all the love. I deserve all the love. So let's go get it. The love is out there. We just gotta go get it. We gotta find it within ourselves, because that's where it lives. That's where all the energy is, within us. And I found it within me, and I want to share it with you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope your days are good. Hope school is good if you're in school. Hope life is good if you're enjoying this life. Subscribe, I guess. That'd be nice. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.